encuentro, cosita colorada.
Cantoro, cosita colorada. 32 achero pa' un palo.
Achero pa' un palo, achero pa' un palo.
32 achero pa' un palo. 32 achero pa' un palo.
Recuerda la colonia, achero pa' un palo.
32 achero pa' un palo.
Arriba truena, abajo pone, achero pa' un palo.
32 achero pa' un palo.
Va casi va caminando, achero pa' un palo.
32 achero pa' un palo.
Yo recuerda la colonia, achero pa' un palo.
32 achero pa' un palo.
Achero pa' un palo, achero pa' un palo.
32 achero pa' un palo.
Achero pa' un palo, achero pa' un palo.
32 achero pa' un palo.
Achero pa' un palo, achero pa' un palo.
Güey, con güey, toditos son manitos.
Toditos son manitos, toditos son manitos.
Güey, con güey, toditos son manitos.
Yo siembra si banana, yo siembra si banana.
Güey, con güey, toditos son manitos.
Yo siembra si guaraya, yo siembra si banana.
Güey, con güey, toditos son manitos.
Viene come, viene suelto, que viene caminando.
Güey, con güey, toditos son manitos.
Toditos son manitos, toditos son manitos.
Güey, con güey, toditos son manitos.
Cuando yo llegué a tierra Congo, toditos son manitos.
Güey, con güey, toditos son manitos.
Mano con mano nunca me haga, toditos son manitos.
Güey, con güey, toditos son manitos. Hasta quizá, hasta quizá,
Cuando llegué a tierra Congo,
hasta quizá,
yo recuerda a mi padrino.
hasta quizá,
Yo recuerda la cueva Zulu.
hasta quizá,
Yo recuerda la tierra Toto. Cuando llega los carros negros,
hasta quizá,
no paso llega lejos. Paso un paso a caminando.
hasta quizá,
Cuando llega los pecariles,
hasta quizá,
mi mamá los pecariles.
hasta
Yo recuerda, yo me reza.
hasta quizá,
Yo recuerda la cuevecita.
hasta quizá,
Yo recuerda a Don Macuco.
hasta quizá,
Yo recuerda Puente Canima.
hasta quizá,
Puente Canima, cosa grande.
hasta quizá,
Yo recuerda a mi amunegue.
hasta quizá,
Yo recuerda a mi abuelita.
hasta quizá,
Yo recuerda a los tiempos.
hasta quizá,
Miquiyumba que te canga.
hasta quizá,
Miquiyumba yago yago.
hasta quizá,
Miquiyumba yago yago.
hasta quizá,
Miquiyumba está llamando.
hasta quizá,
Oye, a tierra Congo. Yo
hasta quizá,
Tapero me llama,
hasta quizá,
tapero con Huiza,
hasta quizá,
la ganga está llamando, recuerda con Curayete,
hasta quizá,
con ganga un hueso duro,
hasta quizá,
con ganga sola sola,
hasta quizá,
sola sola un cuero,
hasta quizá,
con un hueso está llamando,
hasta quizá,
preparando un hueso duro,
hasta quizá,
ganga está llamando,
hasta quizá,
la banda gritando que
hasta quizá,
ganga está llega.
hasta quizá,
Mira ganga está que llega,
hasta quizá,
ganga te llamando,
hasta quizá,
ganga que Congo,
hasta quizá,
ganga la ganga caminando. Mame.
Well, good morning if it's morning, good evening if it's evening, and good night if it's night. And a big hearty salam alaikum to each and every one of you listening to me live, or that will be listening to us in archives. Well, baby, it is Wednesday, it is Wednesday, it is Wednesday. It is all downhill from here, baby. Yes, it is all downhill from here. There ain't nothing stopping this coming weekend. There ain't nothing stopping what's going on. I wonder how you guys doing, man. I know that most of us are in our homes right now, working from home and bored as fuck. Well, I happen not to be bored because I have all of you. So I want to take the time to thank each and every one of you that check in on me daily, that share my post on social media, that speak up, that show out, baby. People that show out. Well, today I'm actually starting a new social media platform. It is called You Now, okay? So I happen to be streaming on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, YouNow, and on Spreaker. So I want to thank each and every one of you that's listening to us through all those social platforms. It seems to be a good platform. There's YouNow. I'm giving it a try, seeing how it is. I will check back with you guys and tell you exactly what's going on with it. You're able to stream live through there and through YouTube. So I'm just trying new platforms and you know, spreading myself out. Wow. Guys, I got to tell you that I saw that new documentary, Tiger King, the Tiger King. Yes, the Tiger King. My God, what an up and down block of straight up foolishness. I sit and I think to myself, how many people are up in arms about this dude selling these tigers and breeding these tigers and all this kind of stuff with these tigers? Well, I for one say leave the goddamn tigers alone. That's the first thing I say. But it never seems to amaze me how many people care about some animals in a way different continent, in a different place, and don't care about their people here. Don't care about black lives. Don't care about poor people. Don't care about the social issues that are going on. I understand that all sentient beings must be taken care of. But I often think to myself, how about the sentient beings here? How about the people here? How about the downtrodden? How about the poor? How about black lives? And yeah, it's all entertaining to all of us that are outside of those scopes. But I see how petty humans can be. As to put something that is 1,000, 2,000, I don't know how many fucking miles away, but it's far from our existence. Then I also think about the conservation of these animals. How there's more animals that are actually in captivity here in the United States and around the world of these tigers. And so few of them out in the wild. But again, I can't solve all the world's problems. My problems are to be solved within myself, within my family, and within my community. It's just as simple as that. I can't even think about the world's problems. Call me selfish, call me self-centered, call me whatever you want to. But the healing starts with me. It starts with my family, starts with my community. And if I am benefacting, or I'm a benefactor of these communities, if I am a benefactor of these communities, someone who gains something from these communities, it's only fair that I would give back to those communities. Now, I got to tell you, now I'm going to take it a little bit more, and I'm going to get a little bit more personal. Because this whole thing with this TV show, the Tiger King or whatever it's called, it brought me to thinking, and it brought me some kind of melancholy. It had me feeling some type of way. Because I thought about Tigergate. And you can call it petty, you can call it whatever you want to, but I thought about Tigergate, something that happened to me a couple of years ago. And you know, many people, many new followers on my feeds don't know actually what happened, and people are always asking me, why did you fall out with that particular person? Why did you fall out with Kat? Okay? So today I figure I tell y'all how I fell out with Kat. A couple of years ago, when everything was so-called fine, Miss Mama Star Cassis invited me to her new shop in New Orleans, okay? A new shop that she had just opened up with one of my bestest friends in the world, Hoodoo Zen Moise. And she calls me up and she tells me, well, between her and Zen, they both call me up and tell me, hey, man, listen, we're having a grand opening of this place. We want you to come and give some classes and do some readings. And I said, fine, shit, sounds good to me. Mind you, this is just before we started traveling all over the place. So actually, one of the first places, well, maybe, no, I had been to several other places. But, you know, it was right around that moment where people started wanting to see Candelo Kimbisa in their shops and in their events and things of that sort. So Mama Star calls me up one day and she says, baby, I got something to tell you. I said, well, Mama, go ahead and tell me what you got to tell me. She says, you know this is going to bring you trouble. I said, what? Now going over there to see you? She says, yeah, my son is going to bring you trouble. I say, oh, shit. You think I didn't know that? She says, yeah, I know you was a motherfucker. And I know that you know, but, you know, you got to think about it. I said, baby, don't nobody own me. I am a sovereign man. I am a free man. Don't nobody own me. She says, okay, I stand by your decision. So I went over there and did my thing in New Orleans, right there at Conjure, New Orleans, with Mama Star and Zen Moise. I was actually, I believe, I might have been a Yabo at the time. I might have still been in my year in white, because I remember it was my birthday and they had gotten me this lovely, nice straw white hat, okay? So after all this happens, I start getting little jabs. And people inside the association started telling me she's gunning for you. And I said, she's gunning for me? Yeah, be careful. And especially, I ain't gonna lie, Charles Porterfield told me. Charles says, be careful, brother, they're gunning for you. Because her, Saint Germain, several other little people, you know, Dr. E's mama, I'm gonna talk about her too, started saying little shit about me. One, that I was not crowned, and they thought that I didn't go to Cuba and got crowned. Two, they were talking about precipitado rojo, which happens to be red purple, some shit. It's supposed to have iodine in it. But lo and behold, the new precipitado rojo has nothing to do with what the old one used to have inside of it. It's all basically fucking coloring. So within that time, my godfather, my tata, passes away. So he passes away. I had given him a tiger's head, a Bengal tiger's head, that was given to me by my father, that was more than 100 and something years old. Well, imagine, it was marked on the bottom of it, 1903 or 1902 or something of that sort. So my godfather, being who he was, took it and decided to do work on it and stuff like that there. So when I got it back, I was like, well, you know, when he passed away and I got it back, I take a picture of it. Mind you, I had not worked with us on this thing. I hadn't done anything on this thing. And she decides to go on the attack of everybody who liked the picture that I posted on Facebook. Mind you, I didn't say I did work on it. I didn't say that that this is what I'm doing, blah, 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 blah. And she attacked everyone that was on there. Mind you, the association is supposed to have some type of clause in it that we cannot attack each other, at least not in public. That's among us other things, other little rules that they have. So I said, you know what? Bitch, don't nobody, first of all, talk to me like that. Don't nobody talk to my friends like that. Okay? And then she started saying things about the ATRs and the DTRs and how, you know, we were all playing make-believe and how, you know, this was a grotesque type of spirituality, how we're all playing smoke and daggers and whatever they call that, cloak and daggers and all that kind of shit. So then, attacking me, I don't give a fuck. But honestly, she attacked an ATR. She attacked a whole ATR. Paleros, people in voodoo, people in Santeria. She attacked everybody. Mind you, at the same time, she was selling lion bones inside the Lucky Mojo Curio shop. Selling lion bones. Selling all types of animals' bones, whether ethically or unethically harvested. I don't give a fuck. So I decided to step away from it. And lo and behold, and this is going to be the second topic I'm going to talk about, several friends of mine that were in the association, mostly all African American, said, you know what? We don't like what she did, and we're out of there. One being Doc Beverly, yes, Beverly Smith, who was already turning Miss Cat's feathers, Michelle Jackson, and Charles Porterfield, my brother. So, guys, if you really want to find out what happened in Tiger Gate and why this movie, The Tiger King, brung up those feelings, because I saw the same hypocrisy and all that in the movie that I saw with my treatment from the Association of Independent Readers and Woodworkers and Catherine Ironwood. All right, guys, when I get back, I'm going to tell you all something else. Right now, I hope you're enjoying these parts of the stories, because people been asking, and you know me, I ain't one to shut my motherfucking mouth up. I'm going to tell you exactly what I feel and why I feel it. I am Candelo Kimbisa. It's 12 o'clock somewhere. Now, if I can only bring up some other music, I surely will. You know how this is. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Birendoki. Oh, yeah, yeah. Birendoki. Matari sasira mundo. Birendoki. Oh, yeah, yeah. Birendoki. Oh, yeah, yeah. Birendoki. Matari sasira mundo. Birendoki.
To my friends on Matari sasira mundo, Birendoki. Oh, yeah, yeah. Birendoki. Oh, yeah, yeah. Y'all make sure y'all share and like this podcast.
Matari sasira mundo, Birendoki. Amén. Cuenten doquito, cuenten doque, cuenten doquito, cuenten doque, doqui bueno, doqui malo. Cuando yo mira cara, yo mira para mi mamá. Cuentan doquito, cuentan doque, cuentan doquito, cuentan doque, doqui bueno, doqui malo. Cuando yo mira cara, yo mira para mi mamá. Cuenten doquito, cuenten doque, cuentan doquito, cuenten doque, doqui bueno, doqui malo. Cuando yo mira cara, yo mira para mi mamá.
lleva yo a, Centella me lleva yo a, con licencia de usted Sarabanda, Centella me lleva yo a,
Centella me lleva yo a, Centella me lleva yo a, con licencia de usted Sarabanda, Centella me lleva yo a,
pa con licencia de usted Sarabanda,
Centella me lleva yo a,
Guarida Congo con licencia de usted Sarabanda,
Centella me lleva yo a,
pa con licencia de usted Sarabanda.
Centella me lleva yo a.
Centellita en Doki viene pa' ver, se la puta la tormenta viene pa' ver.
Centellita en Doki viene pa' ver, se te muda la tormenta, viene pa' ver.
Centellita en Doki viene pa' ver, suelta y muda la tormenta viene pa' ver.
Centellita en Doki viene pa' ver, se te muda la tormenta, viene pa' ver.
Suelta y muda la tormenta
Viene pa' ver,
suelta y muda la tormenta. Loco, suelta y muda la tormenta. Caca, suelta y muda la tormenta.
viene pa' ver,
Suelta y muda la tormenta.
viene pa' ver.
Centella tiene un banco que cabendo, Centella tiene un banco que cabendo.
Centella tiene un barco que cabe dos, Centella tiene un barco que cabe dos.
Centella tiene un banco que cabendo, Centella tiene un banco que cabendo.
Centella tiene un barco
All
que
right, let's
cabe
get
dos.
these viewers up, baby. Let's share this broadcast.
Centella tiene un banco que cabendo, Centella tiene un banco que cabendo.
Centella tiene un barco que cabe dos, Centella tiene un barco que cabe dos.
Sacomo, Centella tiene un banco que cabendo, Centella tiene un banco que cabendo.
Centella tiene un barco que cabe dos, Centella tiene un barco que cabe dos.
Fin del mundo yo voy a caminar, fin del mundo yo voy a caminar, si viento me lleva yo voy a caminar.
Fin del mundo yo voy a caminar, fin del mundo yo voy a caminar, si el viento me lleva yo voy a caminar.
Fin del mundo yo voy a caminar, en fin del mundo yo voy a caminar, si viento me lleva yo voy a caminar.
Fin del mundo yo voy a caminar, fin del mundo yo voy a caminar, si el viento me lleva yo voy a caminar.
Si viento me lleva,
Voy a caminar,
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 si viento me lleva.
voy a caminar.
Pero viento,
Me lleva,
pero viento,
me lleva,
pero viento,
me lleva,
pero viento.
me lleva,
Viento me lleva yo a Centellita,
esto me lleva yo a,
a Colucero,
esto me lleva yo a,
a con licencia.
esto me lleva yo a.
All right, that was Lucas Brandoli with his Grupo Baracón. The name of the song is Centella en Doki. Guys, I had a little conversation today on my Facebook page. For those of you who don't follow me on Facebook, please do. My name is Candelo Kimbisa on Facebook, so follow me there. I had a little conversation today because I saw Mambo Sandy's post about her cutting down the amount of spiritual people she's getting inside of her social media platforms. And inside of it, I said that I stopped that a long time ago. And it might have sounded a little selfish or a little self-serving, but I believe that social networking is for social networking. Some people use it as, a platform to cry on or to whatever it may be, but it's really for social networking, for getting your word out there, for getting the world to know who you are. But when I first got on social media, I had added every goddamn spiritual body on the face of the fucking earth. Everybody who I thought was spiritual. Lo and behold, a lot of these people were using these platforms just for themselves. They were not using these platforms to enlighten people, to teach people, to encourage people. No, it was just self-serving. It was just for them and for their egos and for whatever products they had. See, guys, I really believe in community. But if the community does not believe in me, I cannot follow or help these people. See, guys, I find myself, and many, and I got to tell you, most of y'all who do not know, I am Hispanic, okay? My parents are my parents are from Puerto Rico and the Dominican Republic. Okay, I was raised in the South. All right? But that's where I'm from. And I see it across all spectrums. Okay? But honestly, I mean, how can I propose or help someone come up in this spiritual community who don't believe in the issues that I have? I see many of you that buy products from certain people online and will only buy products from those people. But let me ask you something. Or only get readings from those people. What do those people do for your fucking community? What do they do? Do they believe in the same issues you believe in? Do they hold the same moral standards that you have? Do they make campaigns against certain groups of people? Whether it be gay, straight, black, white, or hood, or ghetto, as some people like to call things these days, as opposed to saying black or urban. See, let's be truthful. See, because it's funny when I get online and say all these funny things and everybody's like, hey, Uncle Pookie, Uncle Pookie. But when Uncle Pookie says something that opens that third eye right there to the fucking pink, there goes the inboxes. There goes the people talking shit. Oh, would you say that if this was a white person? Well, fuck, it's not happening to white people. It's not happening to straight people. It's not happening to this. It's not happening to that. So my issues are my issues, and your issues should be too, and you shouldn't have to silence yourself because of some motherfucker that's not giving you any likes, any follows, any business, or anything else. Fuck them. Because if this is a community, if this is a spiritual community, we're all in it together, baby. And if not, get your ass up out of here. We don't need you. We don't want you. And you definitely don't need or want their ass either. The fuck I'm gonna be following somebody that's making $1 million fucking dollars a year, but can't reach over, and when you press something, and when you say something that is relevant in your community, in your life, they can't reach over and take that little index finger and press like. It's just that simple. When you're feeling down and one of your goddamn posts sounds like, man, you ready to end it all. If this son of a bitch can't come inside your goddamn inbox and say, hey, baby, are you doing okay? Is everything all right? Can I say a prayer for you? How's your family doing? I know the situation's hard out there. Man, fuck that shit. Fuck that superficial shit. If we're a community, let's act like one. And if not, you're a fucking outsider. We don't need you. See, because there's far too many of us following people around that could give a fuck about you. That could give less a fuck about you. They don't give a fuck about you. All they want is your money. Man, you buy their products, they don't even send you a goddamn thank you letter. Thank you for shopping with us. Come on, baby. You're worth more than that. Your ancestors did not go through all this foolishness and hardship so that you won't get a little bit of gratitude, a little bit of understanding. I often look at these fucking groups and I see these people on these groups and liking and sharing these motherfuckers shit, and I be like, damn, this motherfucker don't even like you. Doesn't like your man, doesn't like your children, don't like the offspring. They sit here and profiteer off of something that is born of suffering. Something that is born of sweat, something that is born of tears. and yet cannot give you a simple fucking like or a word of fucking encouragement. I am Candelo Kimbisa, and this is It's 12 o'clock somewhere, baby. I'll be right back.
Ella decidió volar, ya la vi,
finally, that is Ilu Aye with his head singer Bembecito Apocan, I believe his name is. You can find him on Facebook. You can find him on YouTube. I know that he has some of these wonderful recordings for sale, guys. So do check out Bembecito Apocan and check out his wonderful group. I don't know if he's still with this group or he's with another one, because this song is several years old, okay? So I hope you guys are enjoying this broadcast on this Wednesday, man. You know, play your fucking numbers. One of y'all is bound to hit. One of y'all is bound to hit. Well, you know, it has been my my thing to give you guys. Well, shit, somebody just cash at me. Well, thank you. Thank you for cash apping me. Goodness gracious. Anyway, during the years, I have seen many of ways on how to fix cow's tongues. I often tell people that, you know, cow's tongues are very expensive, and that there are other things that you can use in lieu of a cow tongue. Chicken's tongues, chicken's tongues, rooster's tongues, and several other little animals' tongues that you can use, okay, that are far way less expensive than actual cow tongues. But I got to tell you that the way that I've seen people fix cow tongues these days is very different from the way that I was shown how to work them, okay, and how I was shown how to fix them, how to work them, and then later how to dispose of them, okay? So what you see nowadays is a lot of people taking the cow tongues and making a split in them straight along the thing of the tongue of the cow. And when I started seeing that, I was like, wow, you know, these people they're minimalists. They do it, you know, very fast. It's kind of entertaining. And I'm not saying that the way that people do it does not work, okay? I'm just speaking about the way that I was taught how to do cow's tongues, okay? What's much more different than that, okay? The way I was taught to do a cow's tongue was to take it and smother it with palm oil, right? And then take a knife and smother that with palm oil, okay? And then you would take and poke holes inside of the cow tongue, all right, with the knife. Poke big holes inside of it. Stab it, okay? Once that was done, you would take the cow tongue and rub it all over your body while you were naked, okay? Yeah, you would rub the cow tongue over your body. Then in each hole that you were to make inside that tongue, that cow's tongue, you would put the person's name who was slandering you or who you were trying to shut the fuck up inside of each hole with several things inside of it. Guinea peppers, sawgrass, okay? For those of you who do not know what sawgrass is, too bad. No, I'm just fucking with you. You would use fiberglass, okay? Pieces of shard glass, pieces of things of that sort, and things that'll make the thing sour, okay? Once that was done, you got yourself a piece of board, okay? And on that piece of board, you would start nailing and twisting that tongue. Nailing it and twisting it. Nailing it and twisting it. Last but not least, you would take that board and you would tie a rope around it. And then the board with the tongue was placed on the back of an automobile, the back of a bicycle, and if you don't have either one, you would actually take it and drag it. Okay? And you would drag it and drag it and drag it and drag it. Or if you were on a bicycle, you pedal your ass off. Or you were in a car, you drive your ass off, starting off slow and then faster and faster and faster until the tongue disintegrates or tears up into pieces. Okay? So this is the way I was shown how to do it. Again, I'm not telling you that the way that other people doing it is wrong. What I'm telling you is that the way we used to do it used to take a whole lot of more work and was more effective. So I hope I was able to teach you all something new today that you didn't know. Because believe it or not, okay, this tradition is about teaching. All spiritual traditions. Okay? It's very hard to teach people online and things of that sort. So I often tell people to find themselves a teacher. Find themselves someone that can teach them these things. Again, you know, in initiatory practices, it's pretty hard to show people how to work on spiritual stuff if you're not there. Okay? If you're not amongst that person. Because a lot of these things are beyond explanation. I often tell people that my tata was not a teacher. He could not sit there and tell me the lunar patterns of shit or why this was done in this particular way and didn't even have an eloquent way of speaking. But how I learned from him was by being around him, by being up under his proverbial wing, by understanding that these meetings sometimes took precedence over other things that I had to do. I used to go and I'd bring him a box of candy or a box of this. He used to like to smoke his little weed, so I go get him a little fifth of whatever. Sometimes I sit around there for hours and we wouldn't talk about shit. It's when he felt like it, or when spirit and deck told him to do it. See, in this mixed spirituality thing that's going on now, I don't understand it because I don't come from that time. See, you just didn't come in and sit your ass down and all of a sudden they give you a stack of books this big and tell you to figure it out. Or get in front of a goddamn chalkboard and break things down for you. These things were spoken about. These things were done. See, because how was he going to show me some magic when there wasn't anything to do? There wasn't a client that might have needed something, or I didn't need something, or he didn't need something. See, without the practicality of it, there's no way you're going to learn. Sometimes it may take a year or two. Sometimes it may take 3 years, 4 years. But see, guys, I am not the all-knowing, all bullshit. I am forever a student. I'm still learning to this day. I sit down sometimes with Charles Porterfield, with Hoodoo Zen Moise, with Mama Star, with Lady Duchess. And we sit down and have conversations about spirituality. Sometimes they're even showing me things that are spiritual without even knowing that it's spiritual. One thing that this spirituality has taught me is fucking patience. To be patient and to wait for it. My name is Candelo Kimbisa. It's 12 o'clock somewhere. I'm hoping y'all enjoying this little broadcast, because I surely am. And if you're enjoying it, guys, pass it on, share it, like it. Tell your friends about it. It's me, the Baldhead Wonder. I'll be right back.
La la la, chola, la la la, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero. La la la, chola, la la la, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero. La la la, chola, la la la, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero. La la la, chola, la la la, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero. La la, chola, la la, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero. La la, chola, la la, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero. La la manilla y yo no tengo dinero.
Chola, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero.
Chola, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero.
Chola, chola, chola con tanta manilla y yo no tengo dinero.
Chola con tanta manilla
Y yo no tengo dinero.
chola con tanta manilla
Y yo no tengo dinero.
chola wengue con tanta manilla
Y yo no tengo dinero.
chola con tanta manilla
Y yo no tengo dinero.
chola con tanta manilla
Y yo no tengo dinero.
Mamá chola con tanto dinero, manilla de oro, su cuerpo sin nada.
Mamá chola con tanto dinero, manilla de oro y su cuerpo sin nada.
Mamá chola con tanto dinero, manilla de oro, su cuerpo sin nada.
Mamá chola con tanto dinero, manilla de oro y su cuerpo sin nada.
Mamá chola con tanto dinero, manilla de oro, su cuerpo sin nada.
Mamá chola con tanto dinero, manilla de oro y su cuerpo sin nada.
Mamá chola con tanto dinero, manilla de oro, su cuerpo sin nada.
Mamá chola con tanto dinero, manilla de oro y su cuerpo sin nada.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola, o mayombe, lango va a correr.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola, mayombe.
Lango va a correr.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola, mayombe.
Lango va a correr.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola, mayombe.
Abri un verawe.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola, mayombe.
Lango va a correr.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola,
Mamá
mayombe.
chola, lango va a correr.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola, mayombe.
Rumba, lango va a correr.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola, mayombe.
Ay, lango va a correr.
Vamos a zambar, mamá chola, mayombe.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola. Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola. Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola. Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola. Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola. Chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge
Mamá chola, chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola, chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Mamá chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola wenge caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola wenge caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Chola caminando.
Chola wenge, a wenge chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda, niña linda, niña linda, la mamá chola.
Niña linda,
La mamá chola.
niña linda,
La mamá chola.
niña linda,
La mamá chola.
niña linda,
La mamá chola.
niña linda,
La mamá chola.
niña linda,
La mamá chola.
Mamá chola, Pirindingo te está esperando, Pirindingo te está esperando, Pirindingo te está esperando.
Mamá chola, pirindingo te está esperando.
Pirindingo, Pirindingo, Pirindingo te está esperando.
Mamá chola, pirindingo te está esperando.
All right, that was Lucas Brandoli with his song Mama Chola. Yes, sirree, buddy. I want to thank each and every one of you that is sharing this show everywhere. I want to send this quick shout out to Amy, who says she always shares this show on her group. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Well, guys, I also got to tell you about a little anniversary I have today. It is incredible to me, but, and it's funny because it's been several years, but April 1st is the first day that me and, putting the fucking ass forward, that Professor Charles Porterfield and myself made contact on Facebook. So believe that shit. On fucking April Fool's Day, we first met and actually started speaking to each other and stuff on social media. So happy anniversary friendship anniversary to Charles Porterfield and myself. Guys, I'm still thinking, that we're still going to be able to have some of these festivals and some of these events coming up, okay? So, guys, keep in mind that we're supposed to be at St. John's Conjure Weekend in New Orleans on June 19th through the 21st. The Conjure Shop in Omaha, Nebraska, June 26th to the 28th. Next Millennium in Nebraska, July the 31st to August the 2nd. The Detroit Hoodoo Heritage Festival, yes, the very first one, the grand one. It's August 11th to the 16th. Then we're supposed to be in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina on the 12th to the 13th. Then, of course, is the Mile High Conjure Gala in beautiful Denver, Colorado with Loretta Luzima and Ritual Craft. And then we have, in September, Botanica Abre Caminos with Tata Campu. The very last one is the MLD Costume Ball that will be held in October 31st of this year with, of course, Magical Lady Duchess, her lovely husband Rico, and all the gang will be there, guys. So make sure that you guys keep in contact with us, keep on seeing what's going on. I know that this quarantine time is hard, but guess what, baby? Once them checks come in, you'll be all right. Just remember, guys, to support the people that have been supporting you. I can't say this enough, okay? With all this going on, I know several workers and I know several readers that are doing work on people's behalves. A lot of these people do it silently. They don't do it on Facebook. They don't say, hey, I'm going to do this for this person, or I did this charity work, or I did that charity work, or things of that sort. So I want you to remember, guys, when all this shit is over, all right, remember the people that encouraged you. Remember the people that prayed for you. Remember the people that sent you that little prayer package. Remember the people that lit that candle for you. Remember those people. Don't let all this spiritual work that people have been doing for you on the house go in vain. Because with thanking them, you'll be thanking their ancestors. You'll be thanking their spiritual court. Guys, as always, may all the eguns and shadows that accompany you have all the necessary light. From where I, Candelo Kimbisa, sits, that's it. Salam alaikum, everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Soy tan culero, brisa que viento me lleva, brisa que viento me lleva en ganga, brisa que viento me lleva. Soy tan culero, brisa que viento me lleva, brisa que viento me lleva en ganga, brisa que viento me lleva y yo. Soy tan culero, brisa que viento me lleva, brisa que viento me lleva en ganga, brisa que viento me lleva. Soy tan culero, brisa que viento me lleva, brisa que viento me lleva en ganga, brisa que viento me lleva. Soy tan culero, brisa que viento me lleva, brisa que viento me lleva en ganga, brisa que viento me lleva a Paraguay. Soy tan culero, brisa que viento me lleva, brisa que viento me lleva en ganga, brisa que viento me lleva. Soy tan culero, brisa que viento me lleva, brisa que viento me lleva en ganga, brisa que viento me lleva. Soy tan culero, brisa que viento